What's up, YouTube? So it is day 21 of the 21-day challenge. Excuse me. I'm getting this wrapped up. Went on a nice bike ride today. Did a lot of yoga, practicing handstands more, and went to a sunflower field over in Indiana. It's really cool. I'm a little tired, if you can't tell, but I am, so happy and grateful that I have the opportunity to make these YouTube videos, to learn from all wonderful people, and share my energy and my good vibes, my love with the world. So tonight, make this one a little quick, but talk about being polite. That is the fourth sticky note up there. So I'm just going to cover these when it feels right, when it's aligned, and stay in the flow, stay with my topics. So being polite is close to being respectful, but it's a little more surface, and people will sometimes look at surface and hear the word surface and say, oh, I don't want to talk about the weather, I don't want to do that. Man, I was one of those people for a long time. And I agree to an extent. It's like, I obviously don't want to just sit around and talk about TV and sports all day, but something that a mentor told me a long time ago is that you can't expect people to come to the level or the area, the vibration or whatever, if you will, that you're at until you've met them where they are. And so what that simply means is that people don't want to change until they understand that you care about them and that you know where they are. And so being respectful is in a different sense, and we'll cover that in a different video, but being polite is simply acknowledging their energy for whatever it is, and it goes kind of along with acceptance, but it's its own category, which is why I'm making this video just about being polite, because sometimes you can't just dive right into stuff. I've learned this the hard way a lot, is that there's a maneuvering, there's a way to work with people that is, it takes some skill, definitely, but it takes some strategy as well. And it's not like, oh, I've got an agenda to convince them to think the way I do. No, it's not that. It's that to actually connect with the person, forget any business opportunity, forget any idea or belief system that you think that they should have. Being polite is respecting them, accepting them, acknowledging them, and understanding them, all wrapped in one. And being polite means, one, you respect yourself enough not to let them waste your time if they're just going to sit in circles and complain. But it also means to give them enough of your time to see if they're even open to changing. And I genuinely feel that in my heart, that all people want a better life for themselves, that there's not really any actual evil in this world, but people have just been corrupted by an evil energy. But it's not really evil, it's just a different vibration. And so being polite means using your charisma, being patient, being kind, and loving them enough to let them be where they are, and putting the spotlight on them, taking an interest in them, asking them questions. Because when you ask someone questions, that'll open them up, and if they don't want to talk about it, they'll kind of get a snarky attitude, and then that will show you right there, okay, I don't need to spend any more time with this person. But if you are being nice and you're being polite and you're asking questions, and they're starting to soften up a little bit and open, then you can begin to empathize with them. But there's really, at the end of the day, there's two kinds of people. There's people that are moving towards something, there are people that are moving away from something. And if you're moving away from something, you're more than likely just stagnant. And if you're moving towards something, you're glowing, you're energetic, you're bubbly, you're happy, and you're openly expressing how you feel in a positive manner. And the other people are negative, and that's fine. They're both neither good nor bad. They just are. And of course, there's a million different differences within those. But being polite allows you to better understand people where they are, specifically, going into the specifics of who that person is, so that you can better understand the role that you need to play to help them in their journey. And maybe helping them isn't associating with them. Maybe helping them is being brutally honest and saying, hey, motherfucker, you're doing this, 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 and this, and you're hurting people. Maybe being, I forgot what I said a second ago, but maybe, being polite to them allows you to understand where they are, so that you can say, or play the role, sorry. maybe the role you need to play for them is just asking them a question they figured out themselves. Maybe the role is you giving them money. Maybe the role is them giving you money and you need to hire them for a job, or you need to sell them something in your house or whatever. There's a million things that you can do to play the right role in someone's life, and that comes with what I said in the previous video, which is trusting yourself to know that you're always right where you need to be. That everything happening, every situation that's presented to you is exactly what you need to learn. That's the lesson that you're being given right now. Every person is a lesson, every circumstance is a lesson, every experience is a lesson. So being polite allows you to be open-minded, and it saves you time and energy by not forcing things and trying to think that you need to project whatever you feel and think onto the world, but rather be open-minded and wait for the universe or God to reveal to you the part that you need to play to serve others. So with that said, day 21 is wrapped up, starting the fourth week, and third week's finished. And yeah, it's been a busy weekend, but motto, I don't know if I shared this in the last video, but every day is a weekday until every day is a weekend. So with that said, I love each and every one of you, and I hope you have a fantastic day, fantastic week.